Well, there you go, Ichi. Got me back, as you wanted, but...
we had to alchemically sacrifice Gar and Emily to do it, but...
I know.
I mean, good old Joe and Phil adventure this week. 10 points for that reference.
Yeah, got Phil Hazard.
Cool, I still don't have Laser level 3 in my hands.
No, you will eventually, soon. I think it's coming out this month.
I don't know, but this month, I don't know.
Oh, well, that's not nice.
And here I am with a shiny new wallpaper for everyone. And this is the appreciation I get.
The Goggler's like, no, not you guys.
But yes, now that we've passed the 250 episode mark, I decided, well, we all decided, it was time to spruce up the old content a little bit.
Exactly.
So, fresh new wallpaper. As you can tell, it's going to indicate who's here. At least with the core cast. We'll play it by ear if other casters show up.
You know what, Ichi? Cue our Lupin Ranger Pat Ranger roll call that we made for you and me. Remember that one?
Yes.
Cue it! Cue it!
Lupin, Sky Blue, Ichida Zazil,
Patran Jusongo, Lane, Radio Sentai, Castranger.
Welcome to episode 251.
Woo! I'm 30 now! So, yes, July 10th was my 30th birthday, and now I'm 30 years old, and I'm actually excited about it because it's a new chapter of my life, so I don't know where it's going to go from here.
Of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Yes.
I hadn't finished my sentence.
This is my last episode.
I'm too old for this shit.
I'm done. Happy Slurpee Day? No, oh yeah, it's 7-Eleven. Oh, I could have got a free Slurpee today.
Shit.
Fuck. It's funny because
you're the one who has to work tomorrow.
I do have to work tomorrow. I know, I'm sorry.
That's why we're recording today on Thursday again, Schedule Caster.
Well, July 28th, 2019 is my last official day as a manager, so there. I'm going to make sure to put in my availability at work that I don't work Friday nights, ever.
Joy.
Well, it worked before, so... but yeah, no, I had a pretty relaxing birthday. I just went to my girlfriend's house and just hung out. Really did nothing too special, so...
I worked my third 50-plus hour work week in a row!
Hey, at least you got a shit ton of money. Oh yeah, we're on episode Celebi! Woo! I like Celebi. Pokemon Forever is my favorite Pokemon movie.
Seablaze, we haven't replaced you with the robot.
So, Ichi got me an amazing gift of SH Figure Arts Build Hazard, and I fucking love it. I'm gonna treasure this thing for the rest of my life.
I forgot that it comes with the Hawk Gatling Hazard head.
Yeah,
Why not the wings, though?
I kind of want to pose him, like, just doing the thing where he, like, holds the gun up, like, fucking right in the air, like he did in the show.
You should pose him holding his own other head, like he just ripped it off someone else. Just fatality.
It'd be amazing. So, yeah, so it's just me and Ichi. So, Gar went to Dunville, and Emily, unfortunately, wasn't available.
Busy.
Yeah, as Emily do.
If you listen to this week's extra that we just recorded, we had a couple of familiar faces stop by. Our old friends, Red and Green Casters.
We also talked about 01.
Yeah, this week we talked about the League 01 scan, so give that a watch. We gotta boost those numbers.
Exactly.
That's gonna be added to our top watch reel.
Why for listening to extra, there is a henshin belt that is a gun that attaches to your dick.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm gonna get it because it's so stupid. Because Gar threatened that if I bought anything 01 related, he would slap me in the face on air on an episode of Castranger, and you know what? I happily fucking risk that.
Well, it's not a risk, it's a guarantee.
Well, yeah, now I happily guarantee that he's going to slap me in the face. But I feel like he'll be less mad if I just tell him that's the only thing I actually want to get, because everything else in the 01 line I don't really care about. Except for Freezing Bear. Anyways.
So, what Lane just said, I want everyone to take a clip of that and hold on to it real tight for when Lane walks in with his third purchase of the 01 line. Because we all know it's going to happen. I want someone to send me that clip the day we talk about Lane's third purchase so I can put it in.
Okay. I hear on Radio Sentai Castranger, Pinkcaster Lane, promise. I promise I will just buy only the Freezing Bear Progrise Key and the dick gun.
The aim shooter.
And the gun belt. That's it. For now. For now! Well, if they're gonna make a drive progrise key, then
the legend keys. Are we gonna get those?
Oh, we're gonna get drive progrise key. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways,
so this week we are talking about Zio episode 42, Ryusoulger episode 16, and our featured topic is the first 2 episodes of Kamen Rider V3.
well, I should talk about fucking Zio episode 41 because I wasn't here to talk about it.
Well, so before we do that,
Rider time.
I mean, I still need to get the Build Hazard of Ride watch, so
Yeah.
I found it for $70 on eBay, so I'm kind of tempted. So yeah, episode 41. Yeah, you guys didn't talk about another Zio 2 at all.
you know why?
At all. Why?
Because I'm so fucking bored of him. Oh boy, he has
I love it.
no, you know what it is? He has Cartman powers. He has the power to go, no you didn't. I just destroyed all your Nether items.
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Undo.
Exactly. He has this awesome ability where he's able to rewrite history as however he wants.
And all he's using it for is to undelete his mooks.
That's perfect. Elaine's cheaper on Mandarake. Cool, link please. Anyway, so it was a good episode. I think it's kind of weird, like why Omazeo just kind of threw him into another timeline, or no, he didn't, because Omazeo said that it was like, oh, the timeline changed. Oopsie.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I'm pretty sure that because I listened to the new episode, last week's episode of Castranger, but yeah, it fucked with my head just seeing my favorite rider beat the shit out of my favorite final form of a Kamen Rider. So I was kind of like, go Drive! Oh no, Zio, but Drive's kicking his ass! Yeah!
It's not the real Drive, it's a copy.
I know, but I love the fucking just his eyes glowed red and went like that was fucking hilarious.
I think his eyes went like rust color. It wasn't exactly red. It was less red than the actual red.
Oh yes, Drive Dead Heat watch. That's interesting. If it was DX, I'd want it. But yeah, no, the episode was good. I love another Zio too. I'm glad that's an actual fucking thing.
I'm still surprised.
No, I'm not, because like another Zio is my favorite another rider in this show, so I'm glad that he got a power up, because it's like, but I love it. I love that he's like, oh, I'll show him. I have another Zio too, so good. And then he gets Grand Zio. Oh fuck! God damn it!
Now this thing is obsolete.
Oh yes, I also, as a birthday gift to myself, I got the Grand Zio ride watch, so I will spare everyone the long fucking transformation sequence.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I have it proudly on my Zio display on my shelf, and it looks fucking awesome, and I love it.
It takes up half the shelf by itself.
It's so good,
by
though.
itself.
Oh, there it is! I want it.
Yeah. So, this week's episode starts with Gates using Scratch, and it's kind of effective. So it goes like, oh, we don't have a reason to fight, and Gates is like, well, I'll give you a reason. And he comes actually very close to actually murdering Silgo, but then Soup comes in with the time stop.
Yeah, can we talk about one of the biggest things in this episode, though? Fucking Dien getting fucking time jacker powers?
Yeah, because
Jesus Christ.
I love it. Swartz literally throws him around the fucking room and then hires him.
But like it threw me off for a second because I was like, what the fuck's he doing to Kaito? And then I just see Kaito just fucking like timers. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Where'd you get that? And then it's like, oh, Schwartz, you fucking scheming piece of shit.
Sogo continues to annoy the shit out of me because, like, does he know how timeline changes work? He keeps going on about, like, oh, remember all this shit we did? Don't you remember? Clearly they don't, because the timeline changed!
They don't remember, but he's trying to convince them. It's like, yeah, I'm not the Sogo you guys think I am. I'm from this timeline, also you guys liked me.
But the way timeline changes work, no matter how much he's spouts on about friendship, they're not going to remember things that didn't happen for them.
No, they're not going to remember, but they're going to trust him, and Gates ends up trusting him by the end of this episode. So it was like, okay.
I just love that conversation boiled down to, so what was I like in your timeline? You were an asshole, but I love you anyway.
Also, it was so sad and heartbreaking seeing like his uncle just so fucking afraid of him. Like
right?
he's going to grab like the first aid kit to like help him like his wounds. He's just like shaking, giving it to him, and just so fucking afraid. And I'm like,
that was weird.
like that's your nephew, dude.
Not in this timeline.
Jesus Christ.
I have no nephew.
But yeah, no, that's true. This timeline doesn't have a Sogo because they just saw him transform into Zeo, and they're like, oh, no, Zeo!
The fact that this timeline doesn't have a Sogo makes me wonder what Hiryu actually did to change the timeline.
He got rid of Sogo!
And yet
he killed him!
And yet he's still here.
He killed him.
And yet he's still here. Because plot boy has plot armor that's this time
no, but that's, yes, exactly.
He's a fucking singularity, like in Deno.
No, you're saying, yet he's still here. It's because it's not... It's a different Sogo. It's a Sogo from the timeline we know. He's just in a different timeline where Sogo doesn't exist. That's the point.
This show.
So, at some point when they were kids, fucking another Zeo 2 went back in time, killed Sogo before he could become Zeo, and then he took over as the true Demon King.
So anyways, Gates almost, but then doesn't kill Sogo for the fucking 15th time in this goddamn show. And then they take him back to the Kuchi-Goji refugee house for interrogation. And, like, it's all tense and shit. And then you just zoom out and Tsukasa's just also there hanging out and stealing bread.
Yeah, like, you just see him, like, putting, like, bread in his helmet. And I'm just like, Tsukasa, what are you doing?
Stealing bread.
No, he's continuing to be a fuckface like he always has been. And I'm like, I don't want him changing ever, because Tsukasa's a fucking boss. He's so great. And then, yeah, the best part is, like, he could have just easily have just been wielding his fucking ride booker in gun mode, but no, he actually wields a fucking gun!
He straight up pulls a gun!
Kicks fucking another Kabuto and another, whoever the other one was, can't remember. It was another Kabuto and, fuck, who was it? Oh, another Kabuto and another build.
Yeah, yeah.
He just, like, fucking roundhouse kicks them and then just fucking immediately points his gun and
pulls a straight up piece.
Yeah, and it's great. And then, like, and then he does his passing by Kamen Rider, remember it, and I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. I'm really pissed off, though, that Decade didn't transform any other riders during the fight.
Right?
I'm like, you have that ability. You have this broken, godly belt, and you're not using it to its full potential.
Instead, I got to be happy because we see Dien summoning Brave and Spectre to fight another Egg and another
I get it.
Because they're the corresponding sidekicks.
Also, because blue.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah,
but like, he matched up the riders correctly. He used Sick Brave on another Exade, and Spectre on another Ghost.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like hearing it go, Spectre, Brave. Are you still gonna get the another DN driver?
Oh, probably.
Cool.
That's another good question. Why isn't Tsukasa using his complete form?
Maybe he doesn't have the K-Touch anymore. Or, well, actually, I think it just complete form is now just in the form of a card. So I think he just, like, puts the card in the belt and then he can just transform it.
But he's not using it.
I know. Whatever. He's, honestly, Decade's more there as an observer. He's just trying to see how shit's playing out, because now he's not here to get Zeo's powers, because unless that is his end goal, which I fucking hope he just ends with going, ah, cool, I completed my Zeo set, well, bye.
I platinumed this world, bye.
Also, I hate Kaito because he stole fucking Grand Zeo. I was like, no.
And then Swartz goes, no, you give that back, you bad boy.
Well, yeah, no, he stole another Zeo 2's watch, but he also stole the Grand Ride watch.
Oh, yeah, because Swartz hired him.
Yeah.
And in exchange, he gave him the powers, let him just go yoink and steals Grand Zeo and fucks off.
But then we did.
I'm like, yeah.
No. But then we did get though another Zeo 2 versus Zeo 2, which I was
okay. You know what? I will concede that the shot of the two Zeo 2s henching together,
that was great.
And then you hear Zeo 2, Zeo 2. I will concede that was awesome.
That was fucking great, and I like even seeing like the writing like on his visor, like fucking like bounce at another Zeo 2.
Right?
That was great.
And then they have a fight that consists of very dull punch sounds.
Also, I hear that now, like, I've been hearing it lately, especially since, like, I think, like, Xade, but, like, they have the same fucking, like, stock sound of just, like, the armor, like, clanking when it, like, rolls, and, like, it's the same sound every time, it's bothering me now. I can, like, always hear it.
Yep. Oh, speaking of Tsukasa hanging out with the riders again, they made a really good reference to the .5 episodes when Sogo and Gates see Decade fighting. Guy. Like, hey, look, there's that pink asshole. He's magenta. Magenta. I love it.
Magenta.
And then they all join into the fight, and then Gates pulls the stupidest move ever and sends Zio after Soup to save her. But the problem is they're fighting another Zio, so if Zio goes away, nobody can defeat another Zio. Did they forget how the Another Riders work?
Yes. Yes, they did. Oh, wait, go up.
Decade Armor has...
Decade
Armor has... Or I guess that
Hazard.
would be Decade Armor Build Hazard form.
Yeah, oh, that looks fucking sick. I gotta keep that picture. That's great. I wish that was a thing.
And then Wool shows up to stop Zio and kidnap Soup with his sudden bondage powers.
Fucking puts the Fi's fucking gun
To her head.
To her head and just walks
And
away.
like ties her up with his sudden bondage powers that he
But then
has.
he mentioned something about like a monopoly with using the time powers.
Because he doesn't like that she has time powers as well.
Ah, fucking jealous fuck.
But it seems like they're aware of the timeline change, and it seems like Waz is aware of the timeline change too, because he makes a big deal about, oh, I serve a new Wagamo.
Which we're at 103 Wagamos now.
Yeah.
So I missed the 100th Wagamo.
Yep.
I was like, no, Wagama, no.
And basically the episode ends with Schwartz declaring what the audience has known for weeks, that Soup is his little sister.
Oh, hi, little sister.
Waga Imoto!
What?
Nani the fuck? But we have to pretend to be surprised because it's a different timeline where that hasn't been revealed yet?
Right?
This show has no sense of tension!
Yeah, really.
And then for some reason, another Kiva's ride watch is in the eye catch next to another Zio and another Kabuto.
Yep.
Another Kiva wasn't in the episode!
Oh. Oh, what's this? It's a Battle Network gif. Let's see what it is. Wait, does he just throw his PET? He just throws his PET at him!
That's
wow.
cool. But yeah, so next week we apparently are going to find out what Schwartz's big scheme is, and we're having an all-riders fight at the fucking church from episode 2 of X8.
I would love if Schwartz was just like, I'm over Zio.
Fucking why not at this point? It makes about as much sense as anything else. I am just ready for the show to end.
You really are. Why is everyone showing Mega Man? I don't get it.
I don't know. I fucking love the memes of Tsukasa with his gun.
I know, it's great. Like, now when I get my new decade figure art, I just need to get, like, a pistol.
A little SH-sized pistol.
And just fucking have him
hand.
wielding it. You don't need to look at Dio's ass. No, I don't want to look at Dio's ass.
Anyway.
Okay, boom.
So this episode starts with Gachilea's attempting to violently murder Crayon. Like, he explodes him, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god!
And
so I had to, like, pause the episode while he was in pieces to write my notes, and then I unpaused, and he came back together. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like,
ouch, though.
I'm thinking of, like, that scene from Men in Black where, like, he, like, blows the alien guy's head off,
Yeah,
and then you just see it
returns.
goes back, and he's like, did you know that fucking stings?
Yeah.
But yeah, episode 15 of Ryusoulger, like, from last week, I think Oto's adorable.
She's also 12!
So, like, again, you guys were saying, like, oh my god, she's so thirsty and stuff like that. I literally think she's just trying to be like her brother. Just like, oh, you're gonna marry, you're trying to find a wife, why don't you try to find a husband? Fuck you!
I don't know, she seems pretty up and up on what that entails.
She does seem to have a thing for Mel.
Why?
Also, fucking Gotcha being a fucking asshole, we almost got the answer to why Melt's hair's blue!
Right?
We almost got that fucking question answered, and then no, Gotcha had to come in and fucking ruin everything! Fuck this guy!
This is like Ryusoulger's equivalent of Megaforce. Why am I green now? There's a very good answer for that.
Blaze is mad at me. Oh, is there? Are you gonna show a fucking Gosei's cave blown up?
I just made that joke. There's a simple explanation.
I miss Mock doing that with his helmet.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on episode 15?
Kanalo's cool, but yeah, you're right. Moses is a fucking racist. Fuck. Jesus. But I mean, like, I get it. He's supposed to be like one of those fucking like stubborn old dudes, just like, yeah, I'm not gonna change. Doesn't matter.
Get off my lawn! And by lawn, I mean the entire fucking ocean! Yeah, so the episode follows, after that opening bit, we see Ui meeting Oto, and we get max annoyance level.
Fuck you. He's adorable, and Oto's adorable.
And yeah, she is 123 years old. The sub I was watching last week said 103, I don't know why.
Yeah, she's 123, so she's not 12. She just looks like a 12-year-old. It's like
okay.
No, but it's like in Skyrim when you meet like the assassin, like Brotherhood assassins, whatever, like that, and like one of them's just like a little girl who's a vampire, but she's like fucking like over like 200 years old.
It's Evangeline from Negima.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I get to pose off as a child, but like I'm technically an adult, so it's like whatever.
Anyway, she discovers fried chicken and loves it. Why?
Can I just say I love how they do their fried chicken because they're all drumsticks and they have like these like paper holders across the drumstick so you can eat it without messing up your hands. So,
sure.
So I like that.
KFC, up your game.
Yeah, fuck.
And apparently the reason she was able to find where they were is by smelling their amino acids with her super fish senses.
I didn't know fish could smell.
What the fuck?
I don't care about Ryusoulger anymore, guys. I do not like this Sentai.
I actually think, despite this nonsense with Oto, that the show is on a slight up tilt. It's slightly better than it has been.
I'm gonna agree with you, Ichigo. RyusoulGold, everything he does is fucking cool.
Right?
He has he had a really cool fucking henshin this episode too.
Right?
Where he kind of just like
spin around,
struck the ground, and just did a spin.
Right?
Also, I honestly prefer like his henshin chime.
Way better.
Just like yeah, I love it. Just seeing like it goes better with the little dudes doing the dance.
With the knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you were paying attention during Mozarex's recap of the splitting of the Ryusoul tribes, I spotted a couple of other water Kishiryus there.
Ooh.
Can we have them, please? I would like more water Zords.
Also, I'm sorry, but the silliest fucking thing this entire fucking episode was just when fucking Kanalo's just trying to like talk to Mosa. He's just fucking getting drenched in fucking water the whole time. Like, his actor must have gotten fucking sick from staying in that water.
It was funny just standing in the fountain. I'm like, you don't have to do that, you know, you can just dip your finger in.
Yeah, and then you guys were talking about like the piss stream last week, and I was like, ew. Just need to piss on his hand to fucking contact.
But no, the whole thing about him sitting in the fountain was supposed to be all like, I'm gonna sit here until you agree with me. But it was less significant when you remember that he's from the ocean. Mm-hmm. So maybe the actor might have gotten sick, but I don't know. I mean, you don't get sick by just being wet. I mean, people swim.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, like that. Well, then why people say like, "Oh, don't go in the rain for too long," because then you get sick.
Because rain from the sky could have stuff in it. I don't know. Let's not get.
Also, he was standing in a fountain. The fountain's pretty gross. People piss in that fountain.
Yeah, there you go. There's your piss stream.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Kanalo tells the others that Mozarex is basically their Master Gold. So does that mean he's gonna die?
That's just next episode.
Bomba will stab him.
Yes! I would love to see him try just Mozarex's yeah, no, it's just a shot of just like him trying to like just Bomba just like jumping towards Mozarex's about to stab him, and then just Mozarex's just goes, Bomba's like, alright, I'm going in. Yes, yeah. Blaze, are you a doctor? Are you a certified doctor? Can you confirminate this?
So yeah, in order to cheer everyone up and bond as friends and team, they take everyone shopping, and yeah, Oto starts hitting on Melt, Kanalo gets jealous, and then she asks why his hair is blue, and then a monster attacks.
Fucking... Yeah, that.
Oh, fuck. Sin!
Sin! Joke's on you, my mom has also been a nurse for over 30 years, so...
Do you guys have the same mom?
She runs a hospital wing, actually.
I think you and Blaze are brothers.
My mom's a fucking badass. I love my mom. I love you, Mom.
But yeah, so they start fighting Gachileus, who is engaging them directly, which is really interesting for being only there for 3 episodes. But I guess Tankjo did always fight in almost every episode. God, I miss Tankjo. So yeah, he starts fighting, and we find out that he's apparently a really good tactician and analyst because he apparently knows their fighting styles and gives them a swift shit stomping.
Also, fucking Gachileus Bobo is stupid.
Oh yeah, boat mode.
Just like it's not even much of a boat mode. He just compresses
his legs.
He compresses his size, and then he gets like rotors, and then he just shoots torpedoes, and that's it. That's all it is. He didn't even like turn into an actual boat.
Yeah.
He's like I'm stronger this way.
I was disappointed. I wanted him to actually turn.
Also, he pulled a fucking Kamen Rider Ginga where he fucking froze up, and then when the sun came out, he fucking hatched. That was literally what Kamen Rider Ginga did!
Right? And it looked almost like he had, like, encased himself in amber.
Yeah!
Which is weird, because he's not a dinosaur?
Yeah. But yeah, it reminded me of fucking Kamen Rider Ginga.
What was really cool was seeing the super forms fighting together. Red Mera Mera and Gold Biri Biri. Yeah. That was badass.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool if eventually they, like, swap? It'd be funny seeing the water dude use the fire form.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
But yeah, so Kanalo decides to formally join the team. Moserex is still racist. They try to stab the Amber.
We do get a cool fight of like Neptune.
Oh,
fighting underwater. That was cool.
Have we had an underwater Megazord before? Because this was awesome. Kishiryu Neptune.
I mean, Surfer Maru.
It wasn't underwater though.
No, but it's water based. Fuck, see, why isn't Gar here? Gar could confirm.
But the one thing I don't like about Kishiryu Neptune is the fact that its shoulders are fucking made of its own jaws.
That doesn't bother me that much.
I think if they had, like, rotated them and folded them into shoulders so they faced out horizontally, it would have looked a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe you can Photoshop that.
Like the Beast Wars Transformers, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, it's interesting that he calls it Kishiryu Gatai. It's a Gatai the same way Tokyo Rokugo's build Dio is, in that it's made of its own parts, but they're just, like, attaching to each other in a different way, so it's technically a Gatai, but not really. I feel like they could have gotten away with Kishiryu Henkei.
But I will say I like the set piece that they were fighting on. That was
cool. The whole fight underwater was fucking awesome!
I will say his tornado strike was kind of disappointing. Because I was expecting him to, like, spin underwater, and then he didn't.
Right?
I was like, come on, dude!
They called it tornado strike. I was expecting tsunami strike.
Like, his sword, like, spun into him, but, like, that was
the drill that will pierce the waters.
Yeah, but, like, I was expecting him to, like,
oh, yeah, that's why it's Kishiryu Gatai, because he combined Moserex with the Ammo Knuckles, which are Ammonites.
Oh.
They literally just make his hands.
Yeah, and then just... rocket punch.
Oh, but the best part of Kishiryu Neptune is... how RyusoulGold gets into it. Because, like, he throws the key, it becomes giant, and then he, like, fades into it, and that shot exactly reminds me of the Knight transformations from White Knight Chronicles.
Oh, yeah. That's neat.
One of my favorite RPGs, where, like, they put on this glove or a belt or whatever they have, and they literally go henshin in the Japanese version, and then you see the armor, like, fly up behind them, and they fly backwards into it.
So I don't know if you noticed, but when Gachileus blew up, you saw something float away. So I think it was his head.
Oh, maybe.
So I think, because he said, like, you haven't seen the last of me.
Yeah.
So I think Gachileus is back. But apparently next week, Wiseru comes back. Went on his little walk after saying fuck you to the show for a bit.
He went and had his temper tantrum. He swung on the swings.
Which I'm kind of happy because Wiseru is pretty cool.
Right?
He makes the show fun. Like I've said, the villains have been fun.
Oh, and
Gachileus has just been a fucking asshole.
Yeah. But, thanks to him, Crayon's been way more relatable. Oh, and one more point about Kishiryu Neptune. Someone called it before. He's got a fucking rocket punch.
Yeah, Blaze, I think, called it.
So props to whoever was the one who called that. Oh, it was Gaga
Oh,
Hero.
it was Gaga Hero. There you go.
Yeah. And when he after he won the fight, there was this really cool shot, like, pointed up at him, and if you look in the corner of the shot, you can see, like, the surface, and that was a really nice shot. Because seeing the surface of the water from underneath it is always awesome.
And then the episode ends with Oto trying to get Mel to fuck her. Like, legit.
Will you help me make Descendants? 12! Not okay!
23.
Why are we doing this? And thus, the Sixth Ranger took 3 episodes to join the team this season.
I feel like they should have just made her fucking like 17, and it would have been okay.
Why did we have to set off the lolicons this year?
The lolicons.
This is not okay. So yeah, next week, Weiser's back and Spino Thunder happens.
It's a fucking mess.
It's ugly.
It's ugly as hell. It's so bad. So now for our feature topic, Visthea! So yeah, so this week for feature topic, thanks to Gar, we're talking about the first 2 episodes of Kamen Rider V3.
Once again, not here for his own topic.
Whatever. We enjoy talking about 70s era toku, so...
And in this one, the villains are Christians.
So yeah, so Kamen Rider V3, the 3rd official Kamen Rider, and this one's actually interesting because he was made by both Ichigo and Nigo, so he's technically what his name ensues. He's a version 3 of Kamen Rider.
Yep.
So, and I will say, overall his design, it's actually neat. I like it. I like that he has like a popped collar, and like I like the white on him. And
I will say I like his design better than Ichigo and Nigo.
It's got more flair on him.
I just don't think this shade of red and green go together super well.
It's like Christmas colors.
I was gonna say he looks like he's Christmas themed, but he's not, so it doesn't work so well.
So the guy who is Kamen Rider V3 is
Shiro Kazami.
Shiro Kazami.
A man who had his family murdered in front of him.
Yeah, by a fucking scissors jaguar.
Yeah. Okay, so like he was making sounds over the whole episode, and I thought it was all kinds of different things. When he first started chiming off his catchphrase, I thought he was saying Jesus, which would have been in line with the villains being evil Antichrist.
Well, Destron.
Destron being black KKK robed super anti-Christians, and maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I thought when we saw more of him, I thought he was saying cheetah because I thought he was a cheetah, and then he introduces himself as Hasami Jaguar or Scissors Jaguar.
Yeah, we got Scissors Jaguar, and then we have Turtle Bazooka.
Wow.
So, which I was happy to see Turtle Bazooka because I actually like that because it's a kaiju with a fucking cannon on his back.
Like
it's literally Blastoise's inspiration for sure.
Was Turtle Bazooka Kamen Bazooka in the original Ichigo and Nigo series? Because when Ichigo and Nigo are fighting him, the fucking turtle is like, you know, you can't stand up to me. So it made it seem like they had like a long-standing rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was he a general in the original show? Because he doesn't look like anything above an episode, like a Kaijin of the Week. But then again, this is the 70s, so who fucking knows?
Who fucking knows? So apparently he just follows along with Ichimonji and Hongo.
He's like their pupil?
Yeah,
friend?
he calls him senpai.
Student?
Yeah, so like he's a biker.
It's not super clear. He's a biker like they all are.
Yeah, well, Hongo's also like a really smart scientist. He has like an IQ of like 600 or something.
Yeah,
that's what Paul was telling me.
And Kazami gets targeted for assassination by Destron like 4 times.
4 times. You gotta remember 4 times.
The best part is after each one happens and he survives, he's like, man, that's the 2nd time they've tried to kill me. It feels like he's more annoyed by the assassination attempts than threatened or
scared. Could have done
better
this time. Kill me better next time.
Like, they poison his coffee and he almost drinks it, but then his sister spooks him and he drops the coffee, which then lights on fire.
Jesus.
Because it was filled with a Tibetan poison.
But yeah, so they run into this girl in the woods, and she faints or whatever because she's being chased by these Destron shocker troopers or whatever. Which they look fucking cool.
The Destron Sentoans are actually really neat.
Yeah, I like them. And they still go, hey!
Yeah, because they're basically like they're refugees from Gel Shocker, because like Ichigo and Nigo destroyed Gel Shocker, and then the leader of Gel Shocker decided to write off the failed business and start up a new company for the tax benefits.
Yeah. So then
and thus Destron.
Yeah, so he brings the girl home to his house with his family, and like, you know, his family's so nice. Like, his parents are super awesome. Like, her father, yeah, they get fucking like stabbed.
Scissors Jaguar
like,
stabs
like
and murders and melts like at least 5 people.
Like the fucking mother just like bam impaled with a fucking scissor, and like it's cool because like Scissors Jaguar can like take both his arms and like make them like scissors, like you actually
attack.
See, like you see like this like little like notch, that, like he inserts it.
Rider cutting.
He's like scissors.
Yeah,
that's what I was all the fucking time.
That's what I was leading up to earlier. What he was actually saying this whole time is scissors. Get it? I got scissors. I'm gonna chop you.
Everyone's just posting gifs of just fucking Ichigo doing his fucking head.
Right?
It's about V3, people. Stay on fucking topic.
V3 was in that movie in that shot.
I know he was. But
I like that movie actually.
I also do. Gar hates that movie. I love the next.
Well,
the next
hates good
The
things.
next was great. A woman fell off a fucking flight of stairs and got thrown to an electric panel and died. It was it was awesome.
But like we see Hongo earlier in the episode, so there's lead up to him being around, and then like shit starts going south and the Jaguar starts attacking people, and then you just see Nigo like run up already henshined onto the scene.
Yeah, I was like thinking like
that was the first time you see him in this episode. I'm like, guys, am I late?
Yeah, I was thinking about like making a joke where it's like he shows up and he's like, oh, I missed it. Damn it.
Did I miss the fight? Damn it.
Damn it. So then like Ichigo and Nigo, they infiltrate fucking Destron's base, and then they find out that, like, oh, the former leader of Gel Shocker is still alive. You just destroyed one of my farms. Now I'm in this gold scorpion plaque.
I have a second health bar.
You can't defeat me. So then he...
Take my cyborg disruptor ray.
Yeah, so
you'll die in 10 seconds.
Yeah, so he baits them into this cyborg disruptor ray, but then... Shiro pushes them out of the way, and then I guess like there's such an intense thing of radiation, he's like dying from it.
Even though he's not a cyborg, he starts taking damage from the cyborg disruptor.
So
ray.
Immediately, Ichigo and Nigo are just like, all right, we know what we must do. So they take him back to a cave with a box of scraps,
literally,
and they have this brain, like I think it's his brain on top of the table, and just. In suit, they're just operating on him.
Why would you operate surgical equipment with the suits on? That requires intense dexterity and precision movement.
So they, I guess, somehow know.
You can't do that with gloves.
So I guess somehow they know how to make him into a cyborg, even though they shouldn't, because they were experimented on.
Maybe they learned the tech over the course of their.
I guess
adventures.
they learned how they work.
I mean, he does have an IQ of 600.
Yeah, that's true. Takashi Hongo is a very fucking smart guy, and you have to remember that Nigo was technically a rider who was created to defeat Ichigo, and then just. Hongo reprogrammed him to be a good guy.
Sure, why not?
So they work on him, operate on him, and then they turn him into...
Wasn't Toku great when we didn't have to try?
Yeah, and they turn to Kamen Rider V3.
Which is great because he asked them to do it earlier, and they're like, no, you don't do it. No. You don't fight with hatred in your heart. And then he's like, well, fine, I'm gonna save you and almost die. Well, fucking give baby what he wants.
So bent on just like he says I'm going to
let me be a rider. I'm gonna kill myself saving you.
The literal line he says is I'm gonna discard my humanity and become a demon of pure revenge.
Okay, go post on your fucking MySpace, emo bitch. If that was a thing in the 70s.
Ride space.
I know
Rider MySpace.
I know MySpace wasn't in the 70s. The internet wasn't a thing till the late 80s.
Book.
Yeah, go write in your Rider.
That's the.
Go write in your Dire Rider.
Ritter.
No, the Dire Rider.
Yes,
the diary.
Calling all Dial Riders. That's what Spider Riders now. Just all of them replaced with dials.
And they power him up by just like re-hensioning at him while holding his hands to like channel their power into him.
Yeah. So then, like, eventually we do get the 2 episodes it's a 2-parter, so like it's technically one giant episode.
We don't even get a proper V3 henshin in this episode. The first episode just ends with the lab
him showing up
by
being
Teruzuka, and he just like, haha, I survived, fuckers! Beam!
And just like throughout all the time, he just keeps going V3.
Like he does that way too much. Like vroom vroom, bitches.
And I'm just like, we get it. You're V3.
We know.
We know.
They know.
I know. You know. Bouncy Baby Rider! We know!
Don't you know anything about science?
So yeah, then like they get to the villain or whatever, Sister Jaguar is like such like a recurring like fucking like monster. This whole part.
This was.
He's like, you can't defeat me! Like, I killed your family!
I have scissors!
Scissors! So then we do get a proper henshin, which I actually really enjoy because, like, it shows, like, a kind of like a painting, like a drawing, like a nice drawing of, like, the V3 belt, and then they do, like, animations around it.
Yeah, they do that whole color burst that Ichigo and Nigo do.
Which it's fucking cool. It's pretty.
But,
so pretty.
The way this episode starts with, Scissors Jaguar going to destroy the Rider Scouts HQ, which is apparently where the Rider Boy Scout Club lives, as well as Tachibana Tobe, who we see earlier.
Yeah, Tachibana Tobe. So if anyone watches Ultra Ranger, you may recognize him as Cap from the Science Patrol from original Ultraman. So yeah, he was an Ultraman before Kamen Rider. So fuck you, Ichi.
It would have been funny if he was also in Go Ranger, just like he's the guy who mentored all the major.
He's the bridge that gaps everyone.
Yeah.
Or he's the bridge that brings everyone.
Yeah, but so Scissors Jaguar starts lowering the building into the earth so he can trap him underground and kill him without the riders saving him.
But then, we find out that apparently he can secretly communicate with Ichigo and Nigo underground.
Well, that was later when he goes into the cave.
Yeah.
But like Jaguar turns while he's attempting to murder Tobe. After the building has been shoved into the underground and presumably connected from all its electricity and power and whatever, he then, like, turns on a TV while they're in this underground building to show them a live feed of the riders fighting elsewhere.
Their asses whooped.
Yeah. It's really funny because the episode is named like the final testament of Ichigo and Nigo, so you immediately know, oh boy, they're gonna die this episode.
They're gonna fucking die.
To make way for the actual protagonist now.
Aw, yeah.
So
then the Gel Shocker leader, he like threatens, he's like, I put a nuclear bomb inside of fucking Turtle Bazooka, so...
He's gonna blow up Tokyo.
He's gonna blow up the center of Tokyo. And just so then,
shit!
But then V3's like, haha, I heard your plan. Ichigo and Nigo are on their way right now to stop
Which is
him.
bullshit because he went like several floors underground into this cave that is like a base of theirs. So you'd think they would have thought of like maybe preventing communications, or at least the fact that he's underground would have made cell phone signal in 1973 really fucking shitty underground. But no, because it's a fictional show, it just works. He radios the entire plan from underground up to Ichigo and Nigo, who are already biking to the scene. Yeah, and there's this... I love it, like, Kazami fights a bunch more Sentoins towards the start of this episode. Scissors Jaguar is getting notably flustered that he hasn't killed as many people as he'd like to today.
Yeah.
And then you just see this one shot after the fight of V3, or Kazami, just, like, chasing this one Sentoin the fuck down and just tackling him to the ground to, like, drill him for information.
Yeah, and then they end up on a bridge, like a rickety bridge, and, like, he's fighting some Sentoins or whatever like that, and then, like, you see them get, like, tossed off the fucking bridge, and you just see one of them's like a dummy.
It's
like,
so funny.
It's so awesome seeing that.
It just reminds me of that one shot from Metalder, I think. Or whatever, it was the one that Speed Racer Flubber edited. It's like, fuck you! And then he just tosses the monster off the hill.
Yeah, that was Metalder. So then he finally defeats Scissor Jaguar by using his... the fighting is during his fight against him, just like Ichigo and Nigo are like giving him advice through like his helmet.
This is our... Like, they're literally...
Now punch! Now kick!
Jump! Kick! Use the thing!
Use your Isats! So I was like,
give him hell, kid!
I was like, okay, I guess that's acceptable.
Thanks, coach.
But then, Ichigo and Nigo, they take Turtle Bazooka and they like fly in the air with them. And
is that a thing they can do? I know they can jump.
I guess they could fly.
And
we see like a really shitty shot, like just two little like figures of them, and they're like holding Turtle Bazooka, and then they just like they they go out into the ocean and
they pull a Dark Knight Rises and they explode with the bomb.
Yeah, and they blow up with the bomb. So then V3's like, "Ah, shit, I'm too late," and he's just standing over. And then we just see like the
silhouettes of their dead
the
human
heads
forms.
of Ichimonji and Takashi Hongo.
We have perished, but we will not stay dead.
We will return, and spoilers at the end of the show, they return.
We will respawn in 50 episodes or so.
I love everyone's just fucking reacting with like the gifts.
Yeah. Also, Kazami unnecessarily grappling hooks into this evil church.
Yep.
And I love like Scissors Jaguar fucks off because he's running away, and then you see this one old dude who's wearing a black priest robe come out, and I'm like, he's the monster, isn't he?
Well, yeah, because they showed his like eyes fucking all evil at one point, and I was like, ooh, he's evil.
Ichigo and Nigo will return in Endgame.
Yeah, so that was essentially Kamen Rider V3, the first 2 episodes, which it was entertaining. Give it that.
You know what? I had fun with it.
Yeah, I had fun too.
I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Spider-Man.
It was great seeing fucking Ichigo and Nigo in it as well. So like,
even though they died, but not really.
Not really. And then apparently next episode we get like some Dr. Stockman-looking motherfucker. It's like a TV and a mosquito.
What I can only describe as TV squid.
And then a fire squid, like a squid.
2 kaijins for one episode.
A squid. Well, typically we got that for 1 episode as well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's just his thing. Yeah, Turtle Bazooka and Sister Jaguar.
Yeah. I love it. Like Ichigo and Nigo die, and they're like, "It's okay though. We'll be watching you, stalking you, giving you ghost advice, watching you masturbate."
Whoa. Oh boy.
This was nuts.
Yeah.
This was also 1973, I think.
Yeah, welcome to 70s Toku, everybody.
My god.
My god.
Oh, look, apparently V3 crossed with Spider-Man.
Yeah, oh no, that's a thing.
Neat.
So yeah, this has been Castranger, everyone. A bit shorter than usual, but that's because we don't have a lot of peoples, so...
So Gar decided to go ahead and hammer out the schedule for the next few weeks, and the stupid motherfucker has decided that Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger will be talking about Ben 10, Race Against Time.
Really?
Oh no. It's the adventures of Kamen Rider Necrom's little brother.
I feel like Gar just makes us do these topics that he wants to talk about and then fucks off, and then we have no choice but to talk to them. He'll be here for Turtles Month. He fucking loves Ninja Turtles.
Why did you just spoil that?
Fuck, whoopsie. Never mind!
Ignore that!
We're not talking about Ninja Turtles.
Definitely not.
Oh, we're not doing Bakugan, because Ben 10's actually a Toku, kinda. Turns into aliens.
It's about Necrom when he was a kid.
Anyways, you can bleep out what I said.
Fuck it, I don't even feel like putting in the effort.
Aww. So yes, this has been Radio Sentai Cat. Oh.
We're not doing Bakugan, Blaze.
You can make your own. You can do your own Bakugan podcast.
Not at your current Patreon tier, at least.
Yeah, if you want to fucking pledge more money to the Patreon, then we will consider it. Blaze is like, He's considering it.
Anyways, this has been Radio Sentai Castranger.
Bye-bye, everybody.
I keep forgetting the intro bit again, but anyways, so make sure you check out the source of our hijinks, castranger.podbean.com, where you can find our YouTube channel, Facebook page, Twitter account, even though Twitter was down today.
I fucking...
Patreon, Discord server, merch page, and our show exports to iTunes, Google Play, Spoofy! Thank you and goodbye. Bye. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Wait, we have a Discord. Oh, and also, our YouTube channel just passed 450 subs this week, so hooray!
Thank you. Yeah, we've been getting a lot more fans lately, so...
Don't forget to use our Skip the Dishes promo code and get $7 off your first meal. Yeah. Code in the description of the episode.
Feed me comments.
Yeah, feed us all comments.
Comments for me.
I didn't get many comments after my heartfelt speech last week.
A heartfelt speech?
You didn't see the end of the episode?
Oh, I might have. Oh, I was there, wasn't I?
No, I recorded it afterwards.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Well, you have to watch the episode.
Oh, fine.
Okay, bye!
Bye.